Hey everyone, it's Jennifer from Caffeinated Paper Cuts, and welcome to my stop on Justine's 1 million views celebration. I'm so excited to be here, and so excited for Justine! I mean, 1 million YouTube views. That's crazy. So, I am jumping right in with some Nina Solar White cardstock and the gorgeous Rose Terrace background stamp from the Ton. And I've got my embossing buddy out, because we are going to start with some heat embossing. Let's see, I first met Justine, I think it's like 3 years ago now, when we first started designing together for So Susie Stamp's very first design team. And that was it. We've been friends ever since, and I was so lucky to actually meet her in person at Creativation this year. And can I tell you, she's just as fun and exciting as silly in real life as you would think. So I've got my Versamark on my paper. Of course, it's Versamark on white paper, so you can't see a thing. And now I'm adding the white Hero Arts embossing powder to my white paper. But once it's heat embossed, it's gorgeous. So why did I heat emboss? Because I'm getting out my craft mat, and we are going to do some ink blending! Woo! It's one of Justine's favorite things to do, so I was like, it's been forever, I need to do this. So it's going to go like super fast here in a minute, because it turns out it took me like 15 minutes to ink blend this whole thing, and you guys totally don't have time to watch all of that, and it's really, really boring. But I started off with Twisted Citron in both corners, and then from there I moved on to the Fossilized Amber. And then I would put that down on each side, and then I would go back with the color I used before, so then here I go back in with the Citron, to just work on the blending and have it be just a nice in-between. And then I finished off with my absolute favorite, which is Cracked Pistachio, right down the middle, and I'm going to go back in with the Fossilized Amber to make sure there's no harsh lines. And they're just such springy colors. And of course it's distressing, so I had to add my water droplets. I had to. So I started off just like kind of blotting the whole thing. And I was going careful because I didn't use watercolor paper. I was lazy. I had the Nina Solar White out on my desk. And you can use it, obviously, it's working. But you can't really oversaturate, because then you have a pulpy mess. So it's all dry, and now we're going to move on to the die cutting. I'm using the largest stitch rectangle die from the smallest stitched rectangle die set from Lawn Fawn. Yeah. And that gorgeous scripty U is from the Simon Says Stamp Focused on You kit, which I'm getting ready to use the stamps of as well. So I ran those through the Big Shot, and these are the stamps that coordinate with that U. So of course, since we're celebrating and I adore Justine, I need to send her big hugs for you, because yay! So I pulled out my mini Misty, which, by the way, is one of the prizes you can win on this video hop, just so we're clear. Yep. And I'm going to heat emboss that big hugs on the coordinating paper of what I made the card base out of, which you haven't seen it yet, but that is the Basil Jawbreaker, and I love the teal with those distressings I chose. So I'm going to heat emboss that with the same Hero Arts white embossing powder, which, yes, I'm running ridiculously low on. I'm gonna have to get more soon. Oops. And I'm just getting rid of the rest of the anti-static and trimming it into a nice thin banner, which I thought I was gonna put over the top of the U, but I wind up not liking it, so you'll see what I do instead. So it's finally time to start assembling, and I've got my Tombow Mono, which took a while to get going. I don't know what happened, but as you can see, it's finally flowing heavily. So I set it down, got my front piece on there, my gorgeous distress inked piece, and then I was worried, so I actually wound up grabbing my stamp blocks to hold it down while I added foam tape to the back of the U. And I definitely kind of jumped ahead here again, because again, you don't really want to see me adding foam tape to the back of the U, or removing all of the release paper from the foam tape. I mean, if you do, call me, I'll send you the uncut video. who knows, maybe there's some Hollywood gemstones in there, but probably not. So I'm just trimming off the end of the big there. And see, I'm kind of like, no, that's going to block the whole U. So instead, I'm just penciling in a bit of an angle to have it tuck underneath it instead. And then apparently I forgot where exactly I was going to put it, or I changed my mind again, because you see how I was kind of lining it up with the edge of the distressed paper, but then I moved it all the way over to the card edge. And I'm not wrong, it does look better there, but who knows, probably the kid wanted feeding, or the cats were meowing, something. Anyway, that white piece of paper I die cut earlier is for the inside, because of course, a card is not done until you do the inside. So I pulled out the gorgeous big scripty greetings from Simon Says Stamp as well, and on the inside is going, "You are awesome!" Because she is. Justine is awesome. So I grabbed my VersaFine and the Misty again, because, can I tell you, I stamped the other day without Misty, because I said, oh, it's just this tiny little thing, I won't mess it up. Yeah, totally messed it up. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. Never ever stamping without Misty again. Ooh, look, there's my secret word. You have all 12 now? Hope so. Alright, so, putting the "You are awesome" on the inside of the card, and apparently I just have to say awesome. I can't just say awesome, it's awesome. I think I'm done, I promise. Okay, tucked on the inside, and ta-da! Big hugs to you, Justine, because you are awesome! Be sure to watch all the videos in this hop for a chance to win some fabulous prizes by collecting those secret words. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you subscribe to my channel as well, so someday maybe I'll be celebrating 1 million views. Congrats again, Justine! Have a great day, everyone!